It stops. Well, it's talking about the speed over the top speeds that you guys got. I don't think much. I got up to about 9.
Damn, that supercell is huge.
That's right. It's actually for kind of spun around.
That anvil though.
That's one. My product limits.
That anvil is
Also,
definitely something.
I
did have the boundaries in the storm. I did have the storm's boundaries. Specifically, highlighted it. Because it wasn't, if it wasn't highlighted, you wouldn't know what the boundary is when it comes to having it in like build mode. But yeah, we're back to another video. Here I will be showcasing my work in progress supercell generator. I decided to rename it to be more realistic, so I named it the mesocyclone generator. You know what, let's go down here and see the funnel. It appears it's kind of stuck on here. That is one violent funnel. It is pretty defined, too. I think my eyes are not gonna like me after this because they're getting dust in the face. There's the wall climb mode. The shelf cloud.
That is it for this episode.
You know what? Let's take out the drone and see what it looks like above the anvil. Oh well, look at that. Oh. Whoa, what's happening? This storm is incredibly dynamic, not gonna lie. There's really particles being tossed upwards. Oh, look at that. There's a overshooting tusk. That is unexpected. What is this? It appears the supercell is having trouble moving through the what looks like a dried up riverbed or bridge. That's funny. Yeah, you're not gonna mind where it came from.
It's the also probable cause to certain vehicles as those shoes moving by vehicles.
The anvil is actually partially extending farther than the boundary that expected the particles to dissipate at. Yeah.
That's not that much marijuana.
It appears the funnel is a sidewinder. The tornado's funnel is being tilted backward, probably because of the highly sheared environment. So I mean, it looks like the supercell is going to meet its end once it gets to the mesa, primarily because supercells are thunderstorms that do not like atmospheric friction. So once it hits the mountain range, the cliff or the boundary of the mesa, it should start to dissipate. Because the friction is absolutely tearing at the storm. But geez, this thing is huge. It takes up like 90% of the entire map. The crazy plains are dominated by this thing. I honestly like how I made the funnel, the tornado funnel right there, dynamic by using a specific system right of emitters attached to motors that spin at different speeds to make it more dynamic, and the lower motor actually contributes to the speed of the upper motor, making it seem like the tornado gets more violent as it gets closer to the mesocyclone. I did have to double down and not use the suspension anymore, because with the suspension it would have caused the storm not to be able to move. Because if it moved even a slight inch, it would cracken out and launch itself to oblivion. So I removed all the suspension and made the storm primarily rigid. But that's just a generator, but the storm itself, where the particles are actually highly fluid. I like how you can actually see how the updraft tower is actually rotating. You can see how the particles go left. The particles appear to be spinning counterclockwise because they're spinning left. Dang, that funnel is being absolutely stretched by the storm. Oh, the storm appears to have gotten stuck and slowed by atmospheric friction. Well, every storm has their weaknesses. Oh, and there's me right there. I'm just chilling. But, that's me compared to the storm. What the fuck? What the heck is that? Why is there just a bacon floating? Oh wait, I forgot when the player is like stuck in the queue to join the server because it's full. Their avatar appears right over here for some reason. But this is the supercell generator I'm working on. You can actually see the particles partially at the edge of the anvil. Oh. Yeah, you can partially see the particles from far away. The render distance kinda causes it to be mostly hidden. And yes, it does move by itself. Though it primarily moves north to be realistic. Since most, whoa, what the fuck? Because mostly, most of the time, in the northern hemisphere, supercells tend to move northeast due to things like trade winds and the jet stream. The jet stream is primarily what drive storms to go to sea. Because the storm is very pulling is very forcefully pulling storm roll. They call. And you can somewhat fly like aircraft through the storm too. I think it's stuck. It looks like it's getting stuck on some ground, but that's fine. This is merely just a showcase video. You know what, let's test the shaders out first. I'm gonna start with the default shader. Yeah, the default shader makes the storm mostly look like transparent for some reason. What about shader breath? Well, the map is all gloomy now. The scale of this is pretty breathtaking, not gonna lie. Oh, that looks good with the storm. Whoa. Alright, this is looking nice. Does it thunderstorm in these shaders? That is shader wave. This is anime on the shader right here. It's just it's just a motionless image. What about sunset? Oh, the sunset really does tie good to the storm, I'm not gonna lie. What about the moonlight? It definitely ties good to a nighttime party. Now there is one thing I want to test, because I did rig some of the emitters to dissipate whenever the storm got violent. Because when the supercell does become violent, it has to have a shortens. So I'm gonna test that real quick. We're gonna test the violent stage. I'm gonna I gotta find the guide. Give me 1 second. Let's test the violent stage. Things. Yeah, something is going on, but I'll find it out later. But that will be it for this video. I hope you have a nice day and watch out for the tornadoes. Watch out for the tornadoes. The tornadoes like causing ruckus around.